after the topical use of hexachlorophene soaps and powders, salicylic acid ointment, and rubbing alcohol. We already said the permeability of the drug is higher because of the underdeveloped station cornea. So one more thing is very uh, harmful for such patients underdeveloped station cornea, because while we rubbing the alcohol for the patient or using any hexachlorine soaps, anything like that, it will affect the patient's quality of life, because the uh, permeability is higher in such patients. So the toxic effects of such alcohols or hexachlorine soaps, salicylic and ointment, all the toxic effects is directly come in contact with the patient's systemic circulation. It is a highly harmful for the patient. So that is what this slide means. We can go for another one. So um, next is drug distribution is determined by the physiochemical properties of the drug. So drug distribution, here it is, you should understand that it is determined by the physiochemical properties of the drug itself, and such as molecular weight, partition coefficient, and the physiological factors specific to the patient. So two factors here it is affecting. First one is the physiochemical properties and physiological properties. The next point is like although the physiochemical properties of the drug are constant, physiologic functions often may in the different patient population. The physiochemical properties can be same because it is the partition coefficient, pKa, and all those things. But physiological functions that may vary from the races, like Caribbean, Caucasian, African, Indian, American, Afro-Americans, everything in every patient, Philippines, whoever they are, may changes to the patient's physiological function. Then next one is total body water as a percentage of total body weight has been estimated to be 94% in the fetus, 85% in premature infants, 78% in full-term infants, and 60% in adults. So this is the total body water and as a percentage of total body weight. The changes you can see clearly here, because keep on becoming the adult, the water content in the body is getting reduced, and after becoming a normal adult, it will be just 60%. From 94 to it comes to the 60%. Next is binding of drugs to plasma protein is also decreased in newborn infants because of the decreased plasma protein concentration, lower binding capacity of protein, decreased affinity of proteins for drug binding, and completion of certain binding sites by endogenous compounds such as bilirubin. The plasma protein binding of many drugs, including phenobarbital, salicylates, and phenytoin, is significantly less in the neonate than in the adult. Then, the decrease in plasma protein binding of drugs can increase their apparent volume of distribution. Therefore, the premature infants require a larger loading dose than older children and adults to achieve a therapeutic serum concentration of such drugs as phenobarbital and phenytoin. The consequences of increased concentration of free or unbound drug in the serum and tissues must be considered. Pharmacologic and toxic effects are related directly to the concentration of free drug in the body. So here what it means, binding of the drug to plasma protein is also decreased in newborn infants because of the here in the neonates or in the pediatric population, there will be decreased plasma protein concentration in such patients. So binding of drugs to plasma protein will be less in weight. So here lower binding capacity of protein and decreased ability of proteins for drug binding and competition for certain